What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Luke Innes here. Obviously I'm in the middle of my Wes Craven week thing at the moment. I wasn't planning really to do this, but I've just gotten back from the cinema watching a brand new release. So I went to see David Brent Life on the Road. Thought I'd sit the camera and have a bit of a chat about it. So essentially David Brent Life on the Road sees David Brent, star of the documentary The Office, put together a new version of his old band's Foregone Conclusion, who you may remember being mentioned in The Office, to take him out on the road and try and achieve the dream of finally being the chart-topping rock star he always wanted to be. In the day, he obviously hasn't really gone much further than usual. He's working still as a rep. He's funding the tour through cashing out his pension policies and all of that type of thing. Obviously the film is written and directed by and stars Ricky Gervais as David Brent. It also features Doc Brown as his right-hand man, Don Johnson. So essentially the film, my big worry going into it was that it was going to be mainly repeats of stuff from The Office. And I've got to say there are some instances of that. There's a couple of moments where it's like, you know, it's clearly supposed to be like a moment from The Office. A couple of those are in the trailer though, so it's not like that was a major surprise. But even then, that was only a couple of moments here and there. There was a decent number of brand new, really funny laughs in the movie. Gervais, in writing his script for this, has really done his usual job of putting a little bit of emotion into it. And, you know, it continues on with the kind of line that was told in The Office of, actually, this guy is a sympathetic character as much as he is a comedy character. He's someone who you're supposed to kind of take a lesson from and also become quite endeared to in the process. And that is sort of reflected in the film, although there is a negative tied into that I'll come to shortly. In terms of comedy, it is laugh out loud funny in spots, very, very funny, well-written humour in this. Performed brilliantly. Gervais, obviously, when he performs his own writing, is great. Doc Brown is brilliant, as well as Don Johnson, the rapper whose career David has sort of commandeered. It is a really funny film, like I say. It's you know, there's laughs pretty much all the way through, from the start all the way up to the end. There are some very humorous scenes that are very enjoyable. It's really hard. I don't really know how to do this reviewing comedy lot, because I don't want to give too much of it away. It's not like reviewing a horror movie, so you know, tell me how I'm doing in the comments. There's a couple of things that kind of drag back on the film a little bit. Like I say, the things where it kind of feels like a repeat of The Office. You know, as much as they're very infrequent, it does pull you back a little bit for a moment. And as well as that, the ending, spoiler alert, skip to this time mark to skip over to whatever I talk about next. But the ending, basically what it is, the band all the way through the film don't really like him, don't get on with him, the people who are working around him find him annoying and all of that sort of thing. And in the end it sort of comes good, and they all grow to like him. They grow quite endeared to him and end up being friends with him. And it didn't really feel that real, you know. It felt like it was kind of rushed in there at the end. I'm not saying that I think it was a bad idea for the band and stuff to sort of come full circle and start being his friend. I think that that's a good thing, but I feel like it should have been done in a much more natural way. Other than that, the film does have the little heartwarming moments, the little warm fuzzies that The Office had as well, particularly towards the end of that. You know, it's worth stressing that this isn't The Office the movie. This is the character from The Office, kind of doing the same, you know, made in the same way as The Office. You know, it's a documentary crew following David Brent. It's not really, that's something else as well. It's not really expressed why there's a documentary crew following a David Brent. I just thought of that now. It's just a really touching story, you know, in a way. It's a story about just having a go, you know, trying to live your dreams, which is obviously really nice. It was a really enjoyable watch from that point of view. It's nice to see David Brent again. I mean, it's nice to see Ricky Gervais back to the kind of comedy that made him famous. Obviously, he's done great sitcom stuff since, you know, Derek and Extras, done film, invented a line, all of that sort of thing. But it's great to see him back to the kind of thing that gave him his start, like I say, that kind of docu-soap parody documentary thing. On the whole, this is a really enjoyable film. Obviously it's not without error, like I said, it's comes with a lot of the problems of transferring something off of TV to the big screen. But overall, it's definitely worth a watch. I really enjoyed it. There was a lot of really laugh out loud, piss your pants funny moments. But yeah, no, it's a really cool movie, and I'd suggest going to check it out. So I'm going to give David Brent Life on the Road an 8 out of 10. Thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you've enjoyed this review. Let me know what you thought of David Brent Life on the Road in the comments. While you're down there, why don't you check out the description box? That's where the link to my podcast is. It's called Ironcast. It's all about music. Really hope you'd like to check it out. And while you're at it, why don't you hit the subscribe button? I don't usually review kind of newer movies. I usually review shitty old horror movies and that sort of thing. So if you're into that, then definitely hit the subscribe button. If not, then please still hit it. Save the drowning man. Thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see you next time.